Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my quick ERX version 4 demonstration. I'm going to run through a few things. If there's any questions, you can leave them in the comments. First, the new look. You can see all the slots for the instruments. First, I just want to run through synth, because this is in the ASR. You have a feature where you can generate a waveform. I've took it a little further. So in the synth, you have units and methods. The methods are different types of synthesis. I've got additive AI shaping, like in the O1W, FM, DX7, ring modulation, unison, vocoder, and VZ method. And the presets, okay, and then there's oscillators, envelopes, all types of things. Let's go look at a preset. Say, for example, a Casio VZ evolving pad. So this is what it sounds like. So this is the bold sound. I'm going to select another preset just to give you an idea. Let's go with SH Loving Bass. We want to just load. ARP in there as well, so you can put your ARP to that's almost a 303. But you use your oscillators, your sub oscillators, everything links into each other. You've got modulation out and modulation in, and audio out and audio in. But you can clear. I'll show you the racks. If you say O1W deep mod rack, everything is sitting inside this rack. So playing this, you need a output. So output unit, and then if you collapse, you can take your output into the input. And that's what that sounds like. Now, while there's an output, you can actually, shift click deletes a line. You can add a audio mixer unit, and then I have this one's output into the one, and the output going into there. So to say, and insert a Jupiter 6 strings. Where are you? That's both. So you mute the top one, the first one. So you want to edit this thing. That's everything that's happening here. Is 3 oscillators. Saw. You can change that to maybe triangle. You've got pulse width modulation on. That I go to sample, I go stereo. You have to have loopback open. If you haven't got that, then loopback puts the audio back into the thing. And then I'm just gonna wait for it to, and then I'm gonna start. That should be alright. You select your low and high key, and there. So you can trim it a bit, trim, truncate, and then to instrument. Let's call this bzz. Brr. Commit to layer. It'll ask you which layers you want to put it onto. confirm, and then you have this in the ASR. So voila, instant instrument. Now you can go to your envelopes, select pad, maybe give it a better release. So you can truncate. Let's give it a loop. Let's put that set loop start. It looks almost as if that can loop. Set loop. If you look at the bottom, you can see how they join. Oh, that's pretty close, not quite. So let's move. Now what happens on the wave page, MIDI plays only the sample. So some people have asked, why don't I hear everything else? Well, it's in the layers, but to edit your samples, so now you can play it high or low. Very nice. Let's go back to synth and show you the other magic thing. Let's clear this whole thing. And we go to rack. I've got a preset, the DMX GM rack. So if you open this up, remember the output. Here we go, output unit, blip blip. You have a drum thing creator. So we have this one. There's two because I'm using more than. So this is a GM rack. So and you would think, oh, that is quite amazing. But now each drum is an oscillator, so you can click on the unit, it opens it up, and you've got your amp, tune, so there's some EQ thingies, your root key, the panning, but there's a lot of things. So if I want to put a Roland CR 100 bass, and there's some interesting snares. and you go sample, you go stereo. You're going to do split recording this time, 44. Get your levels right. Let's boost the output. Then when you press start, just play each one. So you start from the top key. That's all of them. Then here is where the magic starts. Looks like it missed that one. Threshold. Was a bit soft there. Alright, shift click. So in it goes. And as you can see, they're all pretty soft. So normalize. And then you click, because you clicked each key, you can do every second or third, and you go create a layer, and there they are. Instant drum kit. Now in layer, now you can click on that and you can drag your zones and say your kick. If you press command kick, it's going to ask new stereo layer, and you have now doubled it. So with this you can now do what you like. You can stereo, and there's your drum kit, just like that. If you undo, you would lose, I think, that. Now all your waves, obviously, if you select them there, you can truncate them a bit so that they appear. There we go. So down here you can see actually where that sample start goes. So if you move that up, let's see what my fading value is. Press truncate, it will cut it off there, boink, and you can do a short little fade in there. So let's make it for 2 milliseconds fade in, and at the end you can also put a fade out, say 100, just to keep it clean. And there's your sample. I think if you loop this bi-directional, you can set the loop start there, and now in layer, as you may have noticed, so I've done that key. Pitch table, you can have no pitch as well, so all of them will just be standard. But you've got on your layer itself velocity, and then you've got this cool, make it stereo sort of vibe. You can that's even without effects. So pretty handy things in layer. Let's go save this then as it's a new instrument. Save instrument as, I'm going to call it DMX GM. Boink. I'm going to delete that because I want to go back to synth. So that's where you started. Let's clear this. Other unit or other presets, let's go to, you've got VP330 vocoder, DB303 SQ Froggy Bay. This emulates a SQ80. So now, this is when want to show you. If you go SQ oscillator unit and replace this one, Shift D takes it away, boink, and you put this one into there. One shot. Put the JX3. Let's load this. Now you want to sample this. Let's go 44, split recording again. I'm going to record a few notes. Let's get a level. So let's go. I'm going to play every fourth one now. C. So I'm going to go start. So stop again. There's everything in splits. If you want to change the ends a bit, you can do so. I'm doing every fourth. So I select that there. I can give it a name here already. JX pad. Let's go create. Wonderful. Uni works nice. Slight detune and with modulation on your velocity. Obviously, if you go those ways, that's what that sounds like. You can see it cut off. Yeah, you can edit the wave and put it back into your layers, and voila. Okay, the next thing I just want to show you quickly, I'm going to clear this.